If you asked a lot of people if they're scared of dark, lonely alleys, the answer very likely is yes. And if you proceeded to ask why, they very likely would say because it's dark and lonely. But is that truly the case? I put it to you that they're not afraid of the dark, lonely alley. They're afraid that they might not be alone in the dark. It's that kind of thinking that I've used for solving problems. And I'd like to share with you that framework because it might be useful for you in your personal and professional life. So here's the first part of that framework. Let's stay with the dark alley story. First, you want to question your assumptions. As a child, if they asked if you were scared of the dark, the answer was yes, and that's because you were scared of monsters. As we grow up to be adults, we sometimes maintain that fear of the dark, but we stop thinking about the reasons why. So you want to first reflect on why you fear. The second thing you want to then do is you want to break down the reason. In our example, we talked about the dark and lonely alley. So if suddenly I turned on lights in that alley, would you no longer be afraid? You might say yes, but what if I told you that lurking in the dark or in the light in that alley were criminals or wild animals? Then it's still a scary alley. Now we take the second point. The person says he was lonely. Like I have just reiterated to you in the first point, it's no longer lonely. It's filled with foxes, snakes, and criminals. It is still a fearful place to pass. Therefore, the issue wasn't the fact that it was dark or that it was lonely. The issue is the fact that you do not know what is lurking in the dark. I'm hoping this type of framework that I've just shared with you, you find useful in your decision making process, and hopefully gets you to a place where your decisions are not based on faulty assumptions, but rather you reflect, you break down the problems, and then you really truly begin to find solutions that make sense for you.